What is up? Quasi here. It's been a while since I've made a video, but right now I'm on Commonwealth Avenue in beautiful Boston, where my college campus is. And today I want to talk to you about the importance of raising your energy level. Now, before I begin, let's talk about what it means to be at a high vibration energy. See, what happens when you're at a high vibration energy versus at a low vibration energy is that life becomes so much simpler. Anything that you do in life, as you're just walking by, you look at the trees and you just feel a profound sense of peace. Now, that happens at a very high level, but for most people, the collective consciousness or the collective energy level of humanity right now is at a level of 200, which is basically a neutral level. But back in 1980s or 1990s, this consciousness level was not at 200. It was below 200. It was at a level of 190. And what that means is that humanity didn't even vibrate at a level that was neutral. So life wasn't neutral, nor was it life supporting. Rather, it was life consuming. So that's why we had a lot of wars and a lot of conflicts rising up constantly, because at a lower energy level, it just seems more, the reality just gets shifted to a perception that thinks that the war is the way to go, and killing other people and winning over force rather than power is the way to go. So today I want to talk to you about the importance of raising your energy levels and watch your life just become effortless as you do that same activity you did at your currently energy level. If you were to perform it from a higher energy level, it just becomes effortless. As a great spiritual guru once said, establish yourself within you first, then do whatever you want. Now, going by that analogy, if we were to work on our energy first and we do something every single day to just raise our vibration, then what would happen is life would get much simpler as we go up and up and up in the spiritual levels and in our levels of consciousness. Then we would be able to tackle every single thing in life with much greater ease. So, as an analogy, think about it this way. If you were to go to class or if you were to go to work on 2 hours of sleep versus 8 hours of sleep, when do you think you would do better? If you were well rested, and this means getting your spiritual batteries recharged as well, you'll be much more equipped to tackle with your daily challenges of life. And as we know, life can become very erratic, and there will always be challenges no matter what you do. So that's why I urge you to always be focused on evolving yourself energetically and also spiritually, which can go hand in hand. Now, let's try to understand another analogy where we consider states of low vibration energy and consider states of high vibration energy. When you're at a very high vibration energy, now we're going to use David R. Hawkins' scale of consciousness as a reference. So if 200 is the level of neutrality and above 200 is anything that's life supporting and below 200 is anything that's life consuming, let's consider a level of 400, which is the level of intellect. Whenever you reach a certain level of energy or the scale of consciousness, what happens is whatever you view life in, your life view changes with it. So you gain a completely new sense of paradigm, and your paradigm literally shifts. And with this paradigm shift, what's going to happen is you're going to have a reflection. So whatever you feel inside is going to be reflected into the world. So let's say we look at a homeless person that's just innocently or whatever is just lying there on the side of the street. If you are below 200 at a level of 100 of fear, you're going to reflect your own fear on that person, in that you're going to think, oh my God, that's a homeless person. He's probably going to try to attack me, or he's probably going to try to steal my stuff. And that's the level of 100, where you project your own fear out into the world. If you're at a level of 200, which is the level of neutrality, you would probably think, well, that's just a homeless person. Let's go on. If you're at a level of 400, which is the level of intellect, you would try to analyze the situation of why that homeless person is there in the first place. And if you were at a level of 500, which is the level of love, you would probably find that you would feel some sort of sympathy and you would feel some sort of genuine love and try to help that person. And obviously, if you were at a level of 600, you would project your own peace, 600 is a level of peace. You would project your own level of peace onto that person. You would think that maybe that person's enlightened. So now what I ask you to consider is, the idea that if you were to raise your vibration to a high enough level, to let's say the level of unconditional love at 550, whatever you hold in mind tends to manifest, because at such a high energy, you're just much more powerful and all your desires tend to manifest. But the caveat is that not everyone can get up to these high energy levels. So you won't be able to get to this high energy level if you're egocentric and focused on yourself and focused on the ego. So what that means is people who have evil intents are automatically calibrating at a level of below 200. So you won't be able to powerfully manifest or create your reality through just your thoughts in that matter. That's why you'll see that some people who calibrate at levels below 200 take a lot of action, and it kind of works out for them, but they still don't manifest with just their thoughts. And what we want to do is be able to calibrate at a higher energy level so we can get access to those higher realms. And what you'll actually find is that as you keep on moving up and up and up the energy scale, what's going to happen is you won't even need to want to manifest things into your life, because you'll already start feeling whole and complete. So now what I ask you to consider is the idea that, are you willing to surrender all of your worldly desires and move up onto a level where you're just completely at ease all the time and feel whole and complete with just yourself, no money, no Lamborghinis, no partner of your dreams, just you and the world, just you in the world, just experiencing being and the complete isness? Are you comfortable with that idea? Because a lot of the times, the blocks to spiritual enlightenment is that people are holding on. We're always holding on to the idea of being worldliness. And by the idea of ego, I mean the world self, which wants to stay in this world and just focus on survival instead of thriving and accessing those realms, which are just magical. So the question that was asked of you was, are you really willing to surrender your worldly desires to experience these profound states of enlightenment? Are you really willing to be completely okay with not having the Lamborghini, but feeling inside as though you do have the Lamborghini? If you are, write in the comment section right now saying, I'm ready to surrender my worldly desires. I am ready to surrender my worldly desires. And once you do this, there's a powerful subconscious shift that happens within you, which says that, okay, now I'm ready for spiritual evolution. And once you focus on spiritual evolution, the worldly self and your worldly desires get fulfilled automatically. It's something really enigmatic. But whenever I've focused on spiritual evolution and just becoming better and more spiritually evolved, spiritually enlightened, I'm not saying I'm enlightened by any means, but I have experienced profound states of bliss, even though for very short periods of time. But it's amazing. I can't describe it with words. So anyway, if you're ready, write in the comment section below. And now what I want to talk to you about is really how you can access these states. But before I go into that, I want to explain to you the process and the two principles that bring about high vibration energy and maintaining it. The first principle that you need to understand is that in order to get into high vibration energy and maintain it as your default state, what must happen is you must operate at that high vibration energy for a period of 21 days. So once you expose yourself to high vibration stimulus for 21 days and you stay there for 21 days, then what happens is your default level just moves on up from that previously lower level to that higher level you've been exposing yourself to. And that's principle one. Principle two is that in order to move on up from low vibration energy to high vibration energy, you must stay at high vibration energy and expose yourself to high vibration energy. Now, I cannot emphasize this enough. A lot of us are exposing ourselves to low vibration stimulus every single day. And if you're really serious about spiritual evolution, you must expose yourself to high vibration stimulus. Now, that's another topic I'm going to be sharing in part 2 of the video, how to really get into high vibration states. So stay tuned for that. But for now, thanks for watching. I'm growing a massive Facebook group where I'll be sharing all of these techniques too, and keeping you updated about when I release videos, and also just interacting with you on a personal level, trying to help you out on your journey. So Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 of the video. And until next time, peace.